It like kind of nicked that tree. I should be fine though. So we're on hole 4 at Twin Oaks, and it is a not very long par 4. However, in the front, if you look over there, there's 3 bunkers that kind of surround the fairway, and it like narrows up pretty quick, and it goes downhill and then up a little to the green. So on a par 4 is very tempting because it's a par 4, and honestly, any hole that's not a par 3, it's very tempting to just like pull out a driver and then just go at it. But if you look at the layout of this hole, there's like no benefits of you pulling out a driver, and you would rather play a little more strategically, especially on this hole. So I'm going to shoot towards the end of the fairway where it starts going downhill after the bunkers, because ideally that's kind of where you want to be. You want to stay away from the bunkers, especially because they kind of crowd in towards the fairway at the end. And so let's go. It's about 226 to where that golf cart is right now at the end of the fairway. We want to be slightly short of that because you don't want a downhill lie. So I'm not going to take a driver here. I'm going to take a 3-wood instead, because there's no point in getting myself a downhill lie, and there's no point trying to cut the corner or thread the needle through the bunkers there. Yeah. So when you're hitting off this tee, it's very easy to get like tunnel vision, or off any tee really, to get tunnel vision and just look at your target. But if you look to the right side, the trees kind of like crowd in on us as you're hitting this tee shot. So if this blue tee was a little further back today, on your tee shot, you will want to consider like maybe aim a little more left and do a fade, or just like hit a straight shot that keeps you safe from this tree line, because the worst thing that could possibly happen to you is you get yourself in trouble on the tee shot, and then you spend the rest of the hole trying to save yourself. It like kind of nicked that tree. I should be fine though. Huh. So that was my 3-wood, and I kind of did what I told you guys not to do, and I nicked that tree a little bit on the right side. However, on the right side of this hole, the tree line kind of opens up towards the right in front of that right bunker. So I should be fine. And I think I see it, so we're good. Okay, so my ball is in the rough to the right under these trees. This is where I was talking about, where the fairway kind of opens up and allows a little more leeway in front of that right bunker right here. So I'm gonna try and shoot the green with my rangefinder. So I'm gonna head over to the fairway so I can see the hole. All right, we got 143, and it's a red pin, meaning it's at the front of the green. So anytime there's a front pin, our miss is gonna be like long of the pin, because the goal is to just get it on the green. And because we got a little bit of face wind and a little bit of downhill, I'm gonna take like a 150-ish club and then do like a little knockdown, because that's the most controlled ball flight for an approach shot for me. So yeah. Perfect. Should be good. So right now what we're seeing is this canal that's at like the bottom of this hill. And over there is the hill that I was talking about that we kind of want to avoid on this hole, because you see that giant downhill lie is definitely nothing fun to hit off of, especially if you have a wedge in your hand. And the bottom of this hill is just not in great condition, especially because it's been raining, it's been flooding, and you would rather just stay up top and go with a longer club. Okay, so now that we're on the green, remember to fix your divots, always. So right here, we got ourselves about a 10 pace putt is what I counted walking up, but let's check again. Yep, okay. 10 paces down the hill. We got a bunker over here. We got a hill over there. This entire green kind of slopes towards the hole, so definitely downhill putt. But also we're kind of off to the side, so it's gonna break a little right to left on this putt. Okay, so my line was definitely a little too high up, but speed I'm pretty happy with. Grab the pin. That's par. To be honest, from those tees, since we weren't all the way back on the blues, I didn't even really need to take a 3-wood. Like a 5-wood also would have cut it, as long as I just like stayed on that fairway and didn't go down the hill, because as we all saw, the layout of that hole it wasn't necessary to try and go down that hill. It wouldn't do you any good. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with how I did. Yeah, I mean, never complain about a par, so yeah.